I've just got to say this. I've got to say this, and it's not like there is some specific topic I had in mind here. It's just something emotional and something I have to get out to you. We had an hour of callers calling in and talking about the nagging they tolerate from women. And I am amazed and shocked and frankly frightened when I hear some of these callers. Frightened. The amount of crap that guys tolerate. I'm blown away how much crap guys tolerate. And I am amazed at how pussy-whipped you guys are. How pathetic you sound. You don't get angry. You pay the mortgage, 100% of it. You pay the rent, 100% of it. You pay the electric bill, 100% of it. You pay the gas bill, 100% of it. You pay the cable TV bill, 100% of it. You pay the broadband internet bill, 100% of it. You pay for the groceries, 100% of that. You pay for everything. You pay to support the children she had with other better-looking guys than you, who turned out to be deadbeats, jerks, and creeps. And so you have done the responsible thing, and you're taking your money and paying and supporting these kids. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I can sit here and do this show, and I can ask questions, and I can solicit phone calls, and I can try to reason with you. But I'm getting frightened. I'm just being honest with you. I'm just laying myself bare to you right now. I am getting frightened of some of the sounds of these voices. The men who have grown up, usually raised by single mothers or others who are not dads who kick your ass. And you can see how pathetic and desperate and what doormats these guys are. Oh, my God. It's killing me. I sit here and I try to be cool. I try to do the show. I try to provide a little backbone for you guys with no spine. I try to sit here and reason it out with you. And not only do you guys call in, many times you're calling for advice, but then when I start giving you advice, you start arguing with me. Of course, you pussies would never argue with her. This is what really gets to me. You guys are calling and go, oh, yeah, I pay the rent. Yeah, I pay the mortgage. Well, Tom, she had no place to stay. What was I supposed to do? She had no place to stay. And she had a kid. And they had no place to live. And she had to come stay with you. Yeah, of course she's 34. And yes, she used to have a job. And yes, she's been married before. But she needed a place to live. And she had no place to live. And I had to do it. Pathetic. You guys are sad sacks. Absolutely tragic. There's a reason can I just say this? Oh, people hate when I say this. I have to say it. There's a reason there's very few rich people. Do you know why? Because rich people would never take the crap you take. Rich people didn't become rich by giving every broad money. Supporting every broad that came along, using every vagina like a cash register. Come on! Rich people became rich by saying no. I'm trying to help you guys be successful, and step one is learning how to say no. My agent, who is a wonderful person and the light of my life, and I would jump in front of a bus for him, and there's very few people I would say that about. And he is the world's greatest gentleman, and I believe me, I can hear him wax philosophical about all of the wonderful attributes of my fantastic, wonderful agent. And I hope he's an agent until he's 150 years old, and he's that good. He's a good person, and he's good to me, and he's like a surrogate father. What can I say? He's absolutely the best. And he taught me, among other things, the importance of saying no. No, I won't take that job. No, I won't read that commercial. No, I don't want to be in that movie if there's no pay for it. We got a call. I'm going to tell you right up front, we got a call here from a TV show that is now on the air. It is a hit TV show called Criminal Minds on CBS. And we got a call from the producer of the show. And the producer of the show called here, and he said, I want to use a clip from your show, the opening scene in the pilot, the guy's driving around in L.A., and, you know, in the afternoon, driving in L.A., in my head, the way L.A. sounds in the afternoon is your show playing in the background. I want to use a clip of that. So I told him to call my agent. So he said, okay, and he called my agent, and my agent said, all right, what do you want? So he said what he wanted. He said he wanted to use a clip of my show. My agent said, okay, well, how much are you proposing to pay for that? The guy said, oh, no, no. We're not going to pay for it. We figured, you know, it would be a real kick for Tom to see his voice being used in the show. And you know, it'd be in the pilot, it'd be the first episode, and it'd be a big deal. Now, of course, would I like to turn on the TV and see my voice being used to establish the opening scene in this hit TV show? Would I like to see that? Sure, I'd love to see it. But that's what my agent is there for. He said, there is no way you're giving away your work. You're not giving away your art. You're not doing it. We're going to say no to this. I don't know who they ended up using or if they used anybody. But the point is, if I were left my own devices... somebody might get to me with an argument like that. You know, well, you just get the kick of hearing your voice on the show. But my agent is the one who's right. I learned it from him. You got to say no to people. You got to say no. And I'm amazed at how many of you guys don't know how to say no. And yes, I understand you want to get laid. Get laid, and then when they want something in return for it, this is when the rubber meets the road. This is when you have to kick her ass out the door. This is when you kick her ass out. When she starts telling you, okay, you got a free sample, now you're going to have to pay. Okay? You got your first 3 months of Vonage for $9.99, now it's $24.99. When they start saying that, you have to say, no. I already got a taste. That's what I wanted. Thank you. And you boys don't have the power, the willpower. You guys don't have the fortitude, the testicular fortitude. And I mean that in every sense of the word. You don't have the testicular fortitude to say no. Oh, sure, move in. I know you need a place to live. This will only be for a little while, right? Oh, sure, yes. And your little crumb cruncher that you had with some other guy who you dated, who you thought was hotter than I am? Sure, bring him too, absolutely. And what's that? Oh, you lost your job, and now you're having a hard time finding another one. Don't worry, I'll pay for everything. Pussies. You're a bunch of goddamn pussies. It pisses me off to hear this. I'm not complaining. They pay me an S-load of money to come in here and listen to your sob stories. They pay me a crap load. A pant load. They pay me big time. So go ahead and keep calling, all you pathetic pussies. You keep calling. But every once in a while, the truth has to be told. You are a pathetic pussy. If you're paying 100% of the rent or mortgage, you're a pussy. If you're paying 100% of the groceries, you're a pussy. If you're paying 100% of the utilities at home, the electric bill, the gas bill, the cable TV bill, you're a pussy. If you're paying for her clothes, you're a pussy. If you're paying her car payments, you're a pussy. If you're paying for a car and her name is on the title, you're a real pussy. Are you paying her student loan? You're a pussy. Are you paying her Visa bill, her MasterCard bill, her American Express bill? You're a pussy. Are you paying off loans? You're a pussy. Are you co-signing for loans she can't make payments on? Pussy, pussy, pussy. I can only take so much of this. I sit here day in and day out. I told you guys I'd be here all summer, and here I am. I'm sitting here listening to you pussies calling in, and there comes a time, there comes a breaking point. I'm having it right now. I have sex all the time. I'm not paying anybody's rent. I'm not paying anybody's mortgage on their condo. I'm not paying for anybody's groceries. I'm not buying anybody gasoline. I'm not making anybody's car payments. How is it that I get laid all the time and I've got more money than you've got? How is it that I get laid all the time and I am not paying somebody's cable bill, their electric bill? I'm not paying for anybody's cellular telephone. I'm not paying for anything. And one pussy after another calls in, yeah, well, Tom, she had no place to go, so I had to have her move in. And now I don't know what to do because her name's on the lease, her name's on the deed to my house, and her name is on the title of the car, and my name is on all the utilities, and she doesn't make any payments, so I have to pay 100% of all the utilities. Pussy! You're a pussy. What's the question here? What's the question? As Larry King once said, God damned if I know. I have no idea what the question is. I'm just amazed at how many of you spineless weasels are out there. Pussies all. Am I the only one who feels this way?